Raj, from your perspective, with the increasing sort of regulatory focus on third-party relationships, what advice would you give to financial institutions?
That's a great question. So I think the first thing I'd say is that there's a lot of focus on supplier risk management and supply chain risk management, and rightly so. But I think the reality is today we live in a world where we are so reliant on third parties that no organisation can do everything themselves, and that's the reality of the world we live in. So now accepting that when we work with third parties, especially if they're moving into the partner territory, I talk about risk management, but also in the context of opportunity and performance management. So how do you get the best out of your suppliers so they can deliver the best for you, so that you can support your customers in the best way? Now, coming on to the risk management piece, clearly we talk about resilience from a perspective of cyber and technology. Those are the types of things that come up more and more in the press these days, with breaches of third parties that an organisation is using, or system failures that lead to downtime. So from my perspective, it's a broad topic, and it's a topic that I probably talk to for hours on end. But what I would say is when getting into relationships with third parties, being very clear on the objective, and is that organisation the right fit for you? Making sure that you're doing the right due diligence at the start. And as strange as this sounds, it's almost planning for a bit of a divorce at the end, should I say, as in there may be things that go wrong where you need to exit from that supplier. You might need to have multiple relationships with suppliers. Again, to the point that Clara mentioned about using multiple banks, there is a need for that. And I guess the other part in the middle of the bringing on board a supplier through to the exit supplier is actually just good performance management. It's making sure that they understand your goals, you understand their goals, and how you work together to deliver really positive outcomes. And I think those organisations that do that really well, have a really integrated supply chain, work with partners really well. I think those that don't do those activities tend to be the ones that have challenges and issues throughout that whole process.